we played the game pretty much like we wanted to on defense for 3.5 quarters. Didn't get much help out of the offense. We got their defense handled our offensive line pretty good all night long. I thought we were able to get enough momentum to possibly have an opportunity at the end to win the game, and then it exploded. Just bad decisions out of the quarterbacks. But if you go back and look at it, bottom line is they rush it for, 200 yards, and we rush for like 20. I mean, you can't beat any good team if you can't run the football. You got to be able to run it. And granted, they're a good defense. They lined up and put 6, 7 in the box. I don't care how many they put up there. You got to be able to run it some. And they put all the pressure on our quarterback and receivers. And they dictated the game to us on offense from their defensive side of the ball. Our defense played much better. We're much better on defense. We got some turnovers. We kept us in the game. I thought the defensive guys, they played with a lot of heart. I don't know how many plays. I think they were out there like 40 minutes, and our offense had the ball 20 minutes. That's pretty lopsided. So a little bit disappointed on some of the third down conversions. I'll be glad when number 1, the quarterback's gone. I think that's probably it for us, unless we get to play him in the championship game, because he extended plays and he played well on third down, and he took a lot of licks. So it was one of those games. I thought at halftime we really had a great opportunity, and especially when we stop them, when we make them punt, and our offense got a little bit of steam, but we just didn't have enough offense tonight to help our defense out. But it's a team sport, and nobody gets the blame. When the offense sputters, the defense has got to play better. I think we're even on the turnovers, but just a hard night and disappointed. We practiced well, we prepared well, our guys were ready to play, laid it on the line. We just didn't have enough, to beat a very good football team.
On his touchdown run, you went with 4 defensive ends and tried to box him in. Was it just him making a play and finding the exit?
Yeah. We put in a defense just for him, just for some guys that are faster. We took the tackles out. We put 4 defensive ends in, and they did a good job. We had great pass coverage, and then he'd just pull it down and run. I mean, that's a pretty good offense to have. Drop back, cover everybody, and just pull it down and run. That's hard to defend. I don't care how many guys you got rushing, and we got a little bit tired there at the end. When at the beginning of the fourth quarter, our defense had been out there forever. We tried to win, and we played a lot of players. But number 1's a good football player, and he's great with his legs, and he's just good enough with his arm to keep you in check.
What was it like on the sideline when you took the lead early in the fourth quarter and it looked like you might really be able to pull this off?
We had a lot of momentum during the game. Our guys were they were focused. I don't think we got enough leadership on offense right now to just figure out, hey, can we really get this thing done against a good team like that? They'll be one of the better teams we played. Obviously, we didn't have enough, but the spirits were good. Again, when you've got to throw the ball to win, right there at the end, they were just dropping them off and not a lot of holes to throw the ball in. But I thought the entire game, the coaches managed it well. Nobody panicked. There was times when we could have set in panicked and turned the ball over before the middle of the fourth quarter, and we didn't do it. But then at the end, we had to start trying to make plays, and they were too good and dropping them all off for us to make any yardage, just one-dimensional and throwing the football.
What makes their run defense so stout?
They blitz a lot. They blitz almost every down, but they're not big. They're real fast, and they force you into a bad first down, and they do a good job with it. They play a lot of linebackers. They've got a lot of experienced guys out there playing. We move the ball pretty good at times. We just very inconsistent, and to beat a good football team like that, you can't be that inconsistent in running the ball. I'd have much rather run it for 100 more yards on the ground and had 100 less yards in the air. That takes more time off the clock. It rests your defense. You can't go 40 minutes on defense and your offense be on the field 20 minutes. That's just way too long. And it was obvious we started running out of gas. So they had us pretty much one-dimensional. And again, when you can run the football, you run more time off the clock. Would have been a little bit better at running the football. That the game could have been. I know we got beat by quite a bit, and they're a good football team, but we could have had a better opportunity there in the middle of the fourth quarter.
You mentioned you were looking for more leadership from the offense, besides, obviously keeping the ball and not turning the ball over as much. Is that something that you're looking for from your quarterbacks moving forward?
Yeah, everybody's trying to learn this offense, and when you're trying to learn something new, it's hard to be a leader when you're thinking and trying to get to the next play, make up for what you did wrong the last play, or concentrate on the next play. The leadership will come. Last year we had pretty good leadership at times because we'd run in the same offense we'd run for 3 years, and guys were pretty much understood what was going on. This year we're not hitting on all cylinders. We know that. We know this is a new offense, new guy calling plays. We've got three new offensive linemen that are playing that have to get better. They've got to, but we got to be more patient at times. And I know that sounds crazy, but we can't. We're all disappointed. I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed we couldn't move the ball on the ground. Forget the score. But you can't beat a good football team, especially a team like that. It's so explosive with a quarterback if you can't keep him off the field.
What did you learn about your team tonight? Is it back to the drawing board feel, or did you take some confidence away?
No. We just got to keep getting better. We played without 2 starters on defense tonight. I thought we played better tonight than I would have really expected with that quarterback, and him having 2 weeks rest. He didn't play last week. I thought that defense played well, but offensively, we're doing the right things. It's just a block here, block there. But against a team like that, it can really bring out good defensive team like that can really bring out your weaknesses. And tonight it did that. We didn't get any movement at all up front, and it just created a situation for a quarterback where he had to make every play with his arm, and you can't do that consistently. Sooner or later, it's going to catch up with you.
Anything else? Clearly weren't happy with Hayden after that last interception. Is this competition open again moving forward next week?
Well, we'll look at it. Probably not. You got to look at all of his reads. He didn't see that linebacker there, but you got to understand it was a 2-possession game. We're just trying to get in field goal range, and 10 more yards we could have. If we'd have got to a 4th down, we could have kicked field goal and then onside kick, try to get it. And because it was 2-possession, he tried to get too much out of it. But again, when you can't run it, and they got their ears laid back, come after you, it looks a lot different standing out there with them coming at you, knowing that you're getting ready to get hit. So he got rid of the ball, and I'll have to look at the film. I don't think he saw the Mike linebacker on the crossing route. I think he was leading the receiver, and he never saw him.